What's shaking, it's bacon, and today I want to take time out to talk about the Gunsmith changes and Armsday and what I think they will change in the Destiny world and how we play the game and things like that. Because I'm very excited for the Gunsmith changes. You know, he really wasn't anything special in Vanilla or the Dark Below, but then in House of Wolves he was able to reroll, and he had synthesis weapon, like you could make your weapon stronger by going to him. I didn't really do that much. I just played the game, but I did reroll a ton. I used so many motes of light in this guy's way. Like I went glimmer broke every time I got any glimmer. So, you know, I really like the Gunsmith, but it seems like that's not coming back in the Taken King. We're not going to be able to reroll anymore. And you know, that's a bummer. It means that we're not going to be able to make our build so easily. We're not going to be able to manipulate the game so easily. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It actually adds to the value of certain weapons. When you get a really good roll, you're going to be excited. You're going to be happy. It's not going to be like, oh, you got a good roll, but there's a better roll. You know, it's always going to be like, you know, this is a good gun. Just leave it as it is. And the thing that he's doing is kind of like a sponsorship deal. And kind of like Amazon at the same time. So you're going to be able to see what he is going to be selling soon or whatever, what can ship to him. And you just pick a package that you want to be shipped to you. What weapon do you want? And I'm kind of curious about this. Does that mean that every time that weapon pops up, it's going to be the same build, or it's going to be just a random roll? Whatever I get is going to be different from whatever someone else gets. It's just the same model weapon. I think that would add a lot of intrigue to it. It would be like, ah, you got that version of the gun. That's way better than what I got. And it would just be so awesome. Like they said, our conversations would be crazy cool. He's kind of like a legendary Xur in that regard. And when it comes to legendary weapons, I feel they're very underrated, and maybe not underrated, but unappreciated. Because people use primary exotics like nothing. Like, it's always primary exotics. Unless it's heavy round or whatever, then they'll switch it and then go right back. But I've always had a gravitation towards legendary primary weapons because I think that they're really cool and I like the look and feel of them. They just have something different, something that needs to be appreciated. So I kind of mix it up with whatever my exotic slot is so that I can further appreciate those legendaries. And because this dude is letting us test out weapons, it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Like, you're gonna be using prototype guns. These guns aren't the greatest things ever, but they have features that, you know, will be appearing on other guns that you're actually gonna want. So when you finally get that whatever Suros weapon, you'll have already tested its prototype model in some way, shape, or form in the past, and you'll feel accomplished. It's like upgrading a legendary into an exotic, but kind of upgrading a common into a legendary, which is a bigger jump if anything. So, you know, I'm really excited as to what this guy plans to bring. And this is yet another case in which Bungie really knows how to add onto the depth of this game, because we have so much to spend and buy. Like, at this point, there's just so much to do, and it's going to be a weekly change. Yes, I said he's a legendary Xur, but his stock lasts for a week. So you have a lot more time and leniency when it comes to that in regards to, you know, him being a Xur. But at a point, Xur does become obsolete. And in this expansion, I think Xur isn't going to be that interesting just because most of the exotics that they've talked about or whatever come from bounties. And you know, Xur, unless we're giving him something, like we have to wait the week for him to come back, he's not really going to play that big of a role in the acquiring of these new exotics. So I think that the Gunsmith stepping in and bringing something new to the table is actually benefiting us so much more than we think. I mean, honestly, if this guy can excite me over common weapons, you know he's the real deal. Like the perks. The guns only have one perk, the commons. but some of these perks are just bizarre, like nothing we've ever seen before. A chance to randomly fill the magazine when you're critically wounded. So once you hit that red, once your shield is off, that gun could automatically reload. It could automatically be full, so you could just keep firing. You can go right back. You don't have to reload or whatever like that. You can just duck over cover and just keep going. And I think that's so damn cool, because we're going to be able to experience the perks little by little. And you want to use these weapons so that you can level up your gunsmith. And that's something new that's coming as well, being able to level your gunsmith. And by doing so, you're able to place more orders, buy more packages. And I think that's something we all will want to do, especially if they each come with a different role. We're all just going to be like, yo, I want more until I get the perfect role, until I get what I want. And that is amazing. And also being able to sacrifice your weapons in order for your others to get stronger. Oh my gosh, that is probably the craziest thing ever. It's going to be a hard decision for me to just say, all right, your weapon, you're dead to me. I need this guy to get stronger. I don't know if I could do it, man. It'll have to be like some terrible weapon, because I can find beauty in pretty much everything. So this is going to be some hard decision making for me as well. Especially since I have so much space, because that space is saying, hey, you can keep me, don't worry. Like I have a home, there's space in your house for me. I'm just like turning my back on it at that point. Not even more than that. I'm going to be killing it for my other weapon to thrive. So I don't know. That whole thing is kind of crazy to me. And I know some people didn't quite understand the whole Armsday thing, like what that is, even after I explained it. So let me break it down real fast. So each week, Banshee, he won't come out with new guns per se. It's not going to be like Xur. You're not going to actually see the weapon. What he's going to do is he's going to come out with some orders, and you're going to be able to pick which orders you want to fill out, which ones you want to come your way. And each Armsday, which is Wednesday, the gun that you ordered will come to you. You'll be able to pick it up from Banshee that Armsday, and then you're able to get new weapons. And on that Wednesday as well, the stock will refresh. So those packages, those orders that you were able to fill out before are gone. They come out with some new ones. So you're always going to want your gunsmith rank to get higher so you can get more of these packages, and you won't have your choices so limited. And my presumption is that the more levels you have, the more like extra you can buy on top of the stock. So you could buy more orders of one thing just in case you don't like the role that you get. That's just my presumption at the end. But tell me what you guys think of this new change to the gunsmith, because I'm very excited. And I think this is going to be great for our weapon reviews in the future. Well, the not so far future, because we're really close. We're on the edge, the borderline of the Taken King's release. So once again, tell me what you think. I hope you like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll catch you in the next one.